welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be propagating my Monstera Siltepecana, which I have right here. I will show you. So I'm going to be propagating this beautiful beast. It is growing so much. If you can see, the leaves used to be really quite small. It only had about 3 or 4 leaves when I got it. I put it on this pole and it has grown into this beast, and you can see the leaves at the top are getting nice and big. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be propagating my Monstera, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip cutting, I'm going to pot it back up on this grow pole so it can continue to grow and continue to mature as it grows, and then I'm going to be propagating all the other leaf cuttings for my shop. And as you can see in the grow prop stick here, that there are plenty of roots, so hopefully every node, it looks like every node's already rooted, which will speed up the propagation progress quite quickly because everything's already rooted. It'll just get established in its little pot and then it should start shooting out some new growth. So I'm going to give this girl a thorough drink first, let her sit for a little bit until Brody goes down for his nap, and then we will go out to the greenhouse and yeah, we'll propagate this beauty. Okay, so I've given her a thorough water. She's just going to sit here and continue to absorb some of that water. But this is sort of like a before. Yeah, I'm really happy with how her leaves are coming in. She is under a grow light, and the grow light's pretty much like here, so I think that's why these leaves are looking a little washed out, is probably because the light is too intense, whereas these ones look a lot more silvery. So yeah, I love it. Beautiful plant. Okay guys, unfortunately the footage of me actually propagating this plant seems to nowhere exist, so I don't have that footage unfortunately. But basically what I did was undo one side of the prop stick, cut the plant into individual nodes, and now I am basically just doing up that side of the prop stick again so the base of the plant can continue to grow. But I will show you me potting up the cuttings. Okay, so that is what is left of my plant. So I found this really easy to do. I didn't have to disturb the root system of the plant, so it's already established, it's already happy in there, and it's just going to continue to grow back up this pole. So I'm going to pop this aside and then I will show you the cuttings that I got. So I managed to get 7 cuttings out of that. Some have amazing roots, one didn't have any roots, but that's okay. They all look super incredible. And I also got this beautiful tip cutting, which I'm going to grow in a separate pot on a separate pole. But first I need to get those roots a little more established. Why is it not focusing? But first I need to get these roots a little more established, so I'm going to put it in a pot of fern fibre and then wait for it to establish its roots. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that potting mix I mixed up. I'm just going to be using that again for these cuttings. So I'm just going to fill up 7 of these little clear pots here. A little bit on the bottom of each one. So basically when you pot up a single node cutting, you want the way it was growing, you want that facing up, you want the auxiliary bud to be facing up so it's not growing down into the soil, it's going to grow up out of the soil, and you basically just want to cover it like that. Make sure all the roots are covered and just have the top sticking out like that, so you can see that's all potted up, all the roots are covered, The node is facing upwards, so that is where the new growth is going to come from, and yeah, it's going to be very, very happy. So that's one. If you find that you have cuttings with really long roots like that, you can basically just wrap it around a little bit. Make sure it's all tucked in. And it'll find its way through the soil. Okay, so these are all the beautiful cuttings potted up. If you notice, I have put the tip cutting also in a 7cm pot. That's just until its roots establish. But I will be putting together, got it here, I will be putting together another grow pole for it, but it is just going to sit behind it, so when it comes to repotting, if it's attached to the pole, that's okay. I can just slip the pot out, slip a bigger one in, and the pole can all slip in together. So I'm just going to give these a thorough water and pop them into my prop box that I have inside. I have watered all the cuttings now, and now I'm going to try an attempt to fit them into this prop box. So I'm probably going to have to do a bit of rearranging. Maybe some things can come out of here and go into the greenhouse. But yeah, I want them inside so I can keep a close eye on them. And the plants in this prop box seem to do really, really well. So fingers crossed these gorgeous little honeys do fine. Okay, so the only plant I didn't put in there is the tip cutting, because I'm going to be making up a grow pole for it. So it's so humid today. But that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make up the grow pole. I do have a video on potting up plants with these grow poles, so I will link it down below if you want to check out how I did that. But I think that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link down below, and I will be doing updates on how the cuttings are doing when they start growing. I'm so excited. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.